The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 55 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Jackson operating from the gun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just one. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Burrow. And there's nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, Aguilar. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Now the ball comes loose, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's down to the 12. Off the option, here's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know what.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question.
After review
So
of the play,
that one overturned. They say the
reversed.
knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
On one, ready? Gun. Got 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Able to get away. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. In motion right is Aguilar. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 2nd and 5. Oh, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Again, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a 1st down. Jackson, option right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Running from the gun with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Jackson going to take off with it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good for our brother, Baltimore Ravens. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
11 MT. Dot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt. Offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Done.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. That is caught. Pushes and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds.